What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You know, it's your boy Jeff, and then I got Kaylee with me today. It's gonna be a quick one, but I just wanted to talk about a most recent purchase of mine, which is a training shoe, surprise. That said, the shoe was designed and made by Jake Bowling, aka That Fit Friend, and now the owner of Forged and Tested. So it is the Forged and Tested Catalyst, and just wanted to say it's really cool to see somebody take their passion, or he's been reviewing shoes for 10 plus years, and just make it into something, right? And just see them succeed. So really wanted to show some support. Disclaimer, this shoe was purchased by my own pocket. I support him truly, and nobody has seen this video or will have seen this video, nor have they provided me any talking tracks. So this is truly just my opinion and Kaylee's opinion in this case as well, about the shoe. So with all that said, first thing that I need to talk about is just the experience overall. So this is something that I think that a lot of the top brands, they do sometimes, but they don't do enough. And this is kind of like my own thing, right? So I'm a shoe fanatic to a certain extent, but training shoes is something that I truly enjoy. And yes, I'm the guy that keeps the box. So shut up. I don't care what you say. I know there's clear boxes. It's not the same, okay? It's not the same. So with collecting shoes and just having an experience of purchasing a shoe, so many times have I purchased a shoe and brands just oversee and just give you a standard box, or like don't put anything out to the side. Jake did not miss the shoe. Like, he generally wanted the consumer to have a really good experience, and he honestly did an amazing job, and I really hope he continues it with the next iterations of the Catalyst. But with that said, I love the branding of the box. I love how honestly the way it opens and everything is kind of like, it's new, it's different. It honestly reminds me of a little bit of the Vans, kind of like opening the box and in subtleties. With that, more details into the box go where the shoe started, or the first iteration of it, and all its journey throughout the 18 months that he was designing it and going through its different prototypes to become the shoe that it is right now. Obviously, a little note for appreciation of being one of the first 100 individuals to purchase the shoe. So much appreciated. Again, it's really geared towards the consumer, which I think is a piece that is so missed on these big shoe brands, and why I think it's really important that we support the smaller brands and honestly go for the innovation, because the experience in the innovation is what leads to these smaller brands becoming a bigger thing, and honestly putting a lot more work into what they're trying to do. Another thing is the simplicity of extra laces. People like options. Let's keep it there. But that's as much as I'm going into the box. I am keeping the box, haters, into the shoe. So real quick, this is the Forged and Tested Catalyst. Came out with two colorways. I got myself the Maui colorway, and I got Kaylee her very own, but she wanted to go with the white and gum sole. So these are the two colors that you'll see in the Forged and Tested website at the moment. He did do a restock, and this is the last time that you will see these two colors. These two colors will be going away. So if you haven't purchased yours, definitely take a look at the website and snag them, because this is the only time that you'll see these two colors. They will be replaced with an all black and replaced with an all white. So those will be the foundation colors, as said by Jake. So take advantage of these two colorways. You won't see them again. And for true collectors and people that really appreciate the craft, like, take advantage of it. I'm gonna let you hold that real quick. So let's speak about the midsole. So right off the bat, the first thing that people see in the shoe is obviously like the bottom and the gum sole. But going into the midsole, I feel like the midsole really hit the mark with firmness and plushness. And I know that's kind of like two oxymorons right there, but what I mean is that it provides just enough stability and enough firmness to where you can put a little bit of force into the shoe, but it also does a really good job of absorbing the force. So think about a mix of a Nike Metcon, which he says it's one of his inspirations, and the plushness of probably like a flux flux adapt trainer, and or think about it as the Vans Ultra Range. So it gives you that firmness, but it also gives that responsiveness in the midsole. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, for someone who like lives in my flexes, I definitely agree. I think it has that same, like you said, like plushness, like softness, but then it still gives me that like sturdy feeling that I feel like in any type of lifting shoe.
Yeah, it's a very minimal drop. So it legitimately states it's a 3mm drop from heel to toe. So it's basically almost a barefoot shoe. The midsole is very flexible, as you can tell. So it's very minimal, along with, let's go right into the next part. It's the wide toe box. So I'm a big wide shoe individual. I just like my toes to display. I've been wearing Viva Barefoots for quite some time, and that's just kind of like my go-to feel. I need a wide shoe. I don't like my feet to be cramped, and I think he really nailed it with the wide toe box, the wide feel across the shoe overall. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. And then going into the knit upper, I think that with the different textures, I love that it has the extra guard or protectiveness at the big toe. It's very breathable mesh at the top with a lot of textures, a lot of details, and it goes into a really cool part where it goes into all these textures, and then it goes to a regular mesh and then a suede on the back of the heel, which actually is a subtle detail. As you can see, it's the FT for Forged and Tested, which I think it was very well thought out, very minimal branding because it's not really highlighted, but also it serves as a
divider,
a divider for the materials, but also like what's it called? Security. It really secures the heel down. And again, it just makes the transition from material to material very smooth and very well thought out, which leads into one of my favorite parts is the heel. Honestly, the amount of cushioning between the tongue, which also has very minimal branding at the top, between the tongue and the heel, or just the ankle itself, the cushioning is like on point. I don't have any complaints in regards to that. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think for me, the first thing I noticed was the detail that he put into it. Like Jeff said, with the Forged and Tested logo, I think it's so cool. I don't know if you want to hold up the box, but like the little X's and stars like that go on the shoe are the same that are all on the box. So like everything just ties together really nicely. And you know, like right when you look inside, sometimes you'll see like a size or just minimal branding, and it is minimal, but it just says Forged and Tested, refined through experiences proven under pressure. And it just reminds me of like Roan, like when you flip the bottom of the shirt, normally it has some type of motivational quote or inspiration. So it's just one of those cool things that like, you know, as you're putting on your shoe, you kind of get that subtle reminder of like, you too can be refined through your experiences and like prove yourself under pressure. So for me, the thing that like stood out right when we opened the boxes was just all the detail, and you could tell that like everything was thought out. The way everything on this shoe is put there for a reason. So I think that's so cool.
No, I love it. And again, man, sick motto, to be honest, Jake. If you see this, like sick motto, you really nailed the shoe. This shoe is. You can tell that this shoe was made and designed by somebody that like really respects and loves the craft. So it's really again really cool to see the laces, the quality of the lace, the quality of the shoe overall, the detail that went into. I mean, even the classic white with gum sole has like a lot of different details, a lot of different textures. The inside of the white to black. Obviously, like that's the number one spot that you see white shoes get destroyed and gross. And he thought ahead of time of like, okay, let me make sure that this is different and has some like have some distinctions, right? So it being black, it's gonna save up from getting super dirty. In regards to the white shoe, in regards to the Maui, if you're not familiar, the reason this one's called Maui is actually inspired by his Australian Shepherd, which these are his colors. And I know there's a name for it, and I'm sorry, Maui. I'm sorry, Jake, for not being able to remember that.
Isn't it Merrill?
It's a blue something. It's a blue
I
something.
think it's Blue Merrill.
Yeah, it's blue Merrill. Yeah,
Maybe.
Sorry. So sorry. But that said, it's really cool because it has all his different colors inspired by Maui, and the really cool and honestly, for lack of better terms, the really cute detail is the holes up the top are actually a symbol of like Maui's two eye colors. He has a brown eye and a blue eye, which I thought was like super cool, man. I mean, talk about stapling like a part of your life and it coming to life for somebody else to experience it. Like, it's super cool. Like, genuinely, the grip has been amazing. So talking about the shoe, let's talk about the experience of wearing the shoe. So you want to lead this one?
Sure. So like I said, I normally live in my Fluxes. I wear them all day, the Adapt trainers. And then trying these, they were almost not almost similar, but they had a lot of similarities that I really loved and enjoyed. I love that the upper is pretty breathable and, like Jeff has said, like very flexible. Something that really stood out for me too is I still got that flexibility and breathability here, but I am one of the most clumsiest people in the world, and I roll my ankles so much. Just walking, just standing, I roll my ankle. So something that I really liked was that, like I said, you got that flexibility up here, but then my ankles are still stable. So there's definitely some reinforced ankle stability in the shoe, which again, someone like me appreciates greatly. I feel like they are super comfortable, like you said, about the padding around the ankle and in the tongue. Yeah, I mean, I love them. I know you wore yours throughout New York when we were walking like 30,000 plus steps days, and you weren't complaining once, so.
Yeah, I've definitely put these shoes through the ringer. The only thing I haven't done, and it's because I really don't run on flatter shoes, but that's a story on a side. I've done everything in them. We coach and train in F45. We also train for High Rocks. And for my cross training, F45, coaching, and honestly everyday feel, like I've worn these shoes hundreds of hours, and I genuinely love them. Since the day I've gotten them, they've been my first, if not like part of my 3-shoe rotation for the past few weeks, and yeah. I've really enjoyed them. I've definitely broken them in. In regards to training itself, tremendous stability, a lot of ground feel or just enough when it comes to cross training. So a lot of the agility, a lot of the jumping and power movements, it has performed tremendously with the grip, with the flexibility, and just with like the overall feel of being able to move. Again, I'm coming from utilizing barefoot shoes a lot, and this is the closest trainer to barefoot shoe I've experienced, and the only reason it's not a barefoot shoe is just like it's a 3mm drop, which, let's be realistic, it can technically be called a barefoot shoe. But to that point, yeah, I honestly I've had zero like negatives, and if I were to give it one slight negative, is that it is very shallow. I think that there's a lot of and this is subjective, right? Subjective, the shoe is not for everybody, but if you are somebody that it requires a lot of room on the like top of your toe box, like it is a little shallow, but it's nothing that you cannot work through because it does not dig in. I don't believe it to dig in any shape or form, at least not for me. Curious if anybody has, so put it in the comments. But no, overall, like I would give the shoe I don't know, like a 9.8 out of 10. Nothing's perfect. And I'm sure like he's going to continue to give more like things as the shoe progresses, and I really hope this is not the last one. I know he's working on a couple more things, so super excited to see and continue to support you, man. Any couple things?
Yeah, I just hope that Charlie gets a colorway.
Yeah, man, super excited to see the black, the all white, and hopefully a tan color, foreshadow. But no, guys, honestly, this shoe is meant for every individual. I think it's going to be a tremendous shoe for somebody who's looking to transition to barefoot shoes. I think it meets everything halfway, where if you're used to utilizing training shoes for your training and you want something that's a little bit more minimalist, but not in the barefoot realm yet, I think this shoe blends both realms excellently. And I think that if you try it, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna want to wear it every day, because it does have a really nice look to it. It will go into casual wear, and a lot of the times we want to carry less, right? I'm somebody that I don't want to always carry a change of shoes, although I have plenty. I just want one shoe to like be able to take me throughout my entire day, no matter what I have. And this shoe does it very well, from being able to train, to being able to coach, to being able to go to a casual outing. The shoe does it very well. And again, it's going to be an essential transitioning shoe for somebody that's going to go from a training shoe to a minimalist shoe to a barefoot shoe. So Jake, you did an amazing job, man. Yeah, just proud of you, man. And honestly, a huge support here. Love the shoe. Catalyst, 9.8 out of 10. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Guys, if you like this type of content, give me a like, hit subscribe, and give me some opinions in the comments. Let me know if there's any other shoes that you'd like us to check out. But I love training shoes. I love training. You'll see more of this in the next coming videos. Catch you guys on the next one.